Hello everybody, Multi here, back with some more Lethal Company. So in the last episode, unfortunately our first playthrough came to an abrupt end on only 3 days in. Yeah, I didn't even survive a single quota rotation. I lost on the third day because I died on the third day. And in vanilla Lethal Company, if you die on the third day, you're basically screwed. Your playthrough is done. All the more reason you have to protect your life at all costs. That being said, starting today, I will be using mods for the rest of this Let's Play. Now, I realize that a lot of people tend to be mixed on that, you know, split down the middle, like when it comes to opinions towards those. As far as I'm concerned, video games are meant to be one thing: fun. You know, I know it's kind of cliche to say that, but like that's that's Iwado's quote, is that video games are meant to be one thing: fun. And as long as I'm having fun, I think I'm playing the game right, okay? That's how I view it. I know some people are going to disagree with me using mods, but starting this playthrough, I'm introducing 5 mods mainly. I will list all the mods I use in the description below. With the exception of dependencies, there are certain mods that have that depend on other mods in order to work. You know, and those dependency mods exist just to make certain mods to work. I'm not going to include those. I'm just going to include the actual mods that actually affect the game. But I'll go more into detail once we actually enter the facility. So, starting today, starting our new playthrough. I know you're probably expecting me to go to offense because that's the next moon on our list, but actually, I'm going to go back to experimentation at least one more time. The main reason why is because I want to. Oh, that's right. I need to actually order stuff. I need my pro flashlight and my shovel. And I just heard something that sounds, well. Anyways, let's walk out here. As you can see, as we go over this hill here, we will see a beehive. These are circuit bees. Their beehive is worth 146 credits. The beehive is extremely valuable, but it's a it's one of those high-risk, high-reward sort of things. There is a way to get it into the ship, but it is very dangerous. You can easily die almost immediately if you don't know how to grab beehives correctly. And come to think of it, it's actually kind of strange that we have a beehive here because, well, beehives are actually pretty rare on experimentation. But anyways, the first mod that I'm going to introduce, as you can see, I'm holding Pro Flashlight, but it's not taking up any of my main inventory spaces. It has a reserved inventory space now, and all I have to do is press F, and that turns on the flashlight. That's it. So now I have an extra space for flashlight specifically, and I can use it to, and so this way I can hold more things. I think it's totally fair to use this mod because, at least in solo play, because in solo play I only have 4. I'm only able to hold 4 things at once, and I have to take everything back to the ship on my own. So, I think it's fair not to use it in multiplayer, but use it in single player just because of the fact that you have extra hands. You have extra sets of hands in multiplayer, whereas in solo play you don't. So I think I see no issue with using this mod in solo play. I think it's actually necessary to enhance your enjoyment in solo play. So that's the first mod I have. The second mod, as you can see, it says, I have an assignment. It says scrap retrieval. Find the V-type engine marked assignment target, which actually might have been the one I just grabbed, actually. Yeah, that's the assignment target. So, daily assignments will either have you grabbing a specific scrap, killing a certain monster, or repairing a valve. One of those 3 things. No matter what you do, if you complete the assignment, you will be rewarded with a lot of credits. So that V-type engine that I just returned that I just took out there, is going to be worth significantly more than the average V-type engine, which is very, very good. It's going to be worth at least 100 or 150 or so credits, probably. Oh, wow, how did I miss that? Come to think of it, on the first day, I actually left behind a beaker because it was inside a V-type engine. I forgot, it was inside the V-type engine, so I forgot it was there. Such an idiot. Yeah, I took too many risks on Val yesterday. So we need to change things up here. Have I introduced these yet? These are landmines. Do not touch them. If you step on it, it will explode as soon as you step off of it. Now, if you have a teammate back at the ship and you have a teleporter, which we'll get into in the future, you can ask them to teleport you back to the ship. And as long as you are out of there before the mine explodes, you'll be just fine. Because the thing is, you just have to, because the mine won't explode until you step off of it. So if you're teleported away, then you're safe. But otherwise, yeah, just stay away from landmines. You have to watch out for them. And there are other types of non-monster traps that you'll see in the facilities here and there. Shoot, I need to pull up my notes. So I was actually wrong the other day. The most common monster to spawn on Experimentation is the spider, the bunker spider, which I don't think we've seen it yet, but we'll introduce it as soon as we see it. But bunker spiders are one of the less dangerous monsters. Some monsters are more docile than others, and you tend to find the docile monsters more like you'll see. Jeez, I almost didn't make that. That was a very dangerous jump. I should not make those jumps, but here we are. Yeah, like I was saying, the Bracken's one of the less docile monsters, but you know, there's a way to deal with every monster pretty much in the game. Now, as you probably saw, also time is running much slower. It's true, I have a longer day mod in place. I may change my mind and reduce the amount of time if I find it too easy, because the whole point of the fast days is to add urgency to your missions, but it's like, I think that still works better for multiplayer than it does for solo play to a certain extent. So I think it's fair to give myself a little more time. Oh. Do you hear that? That is the sound of a monster coming out of the vents. Monsters always spawn out of these vents, like as I've shown you before. So just gonna keep that in mind when we go back there. So yeah, that's already 3 mods right there that I told you about, but there's still 2 others I haven't told you about. But again, oh no. Oh geez, that is the slime. Okay, so that's what spawned. We got a slime above us, and also 2? Oh no! Oh geez! Oh god! Okay, the slime's actually down there. Okay, well I can trap it under the... Okay, yeah, so it was actually a spore lizard that spawned. Okay. So yeah, that's a spore lizard. I don't know if we saw it the previous days. The problem is I keep on playing Lethal Company outside the Let's Play, so I don't know what monsters I've introduced to y'all and which ones I've just seen last time I played. So that's gonna be confusing. But spore lizards are completely harmless as long as you stay away from them. Oh yeah, that's right, I did, because one of them sprayed gas on me the other day. That's right. Don't take that out of context. I want to check the ceilings just in case there's a snare flea. I don't think we have a snare flea. I'm pretty sure the spore lizard's all we have so far. Okay. I don't like the fact that I have to. Hi, what's up? Yeah, if it sees you, it will hiss at you and then it will go away. That's pretty much all it does. You don't have to worry about too much. Oh, why are there so many of these chasms? Seriously. Yeah, just because it's experimentation doesn't mean you're not going to have a lot of these chasms here. But yeah, with it being 10 a.m. or yeah, only like it's probably like 11 a.m. or noon right now. With time running so slowly, that means we're gonna have more time to encounter the monsters too at the same time. But I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter on the easy moons, because on the easy moons, the monsters tend to the outdoor monsters tend to spawn much later in the day, like 6 p.m. or so. So that's one way. Technically, you could consider it unfair, as if like because the fact that it makes it easier for me to get so much scrap back without having to deal with the outdoor monsters. So I guess you can make an argument there that longer day mod's not really... It has drawbacks as far as like possibly making things too easy for me. Okay, let's check the fire exit. I haven't shown you all the fire exit yet, so I want to do that real quick. So one of the things I want to do in this Let's Play is I want to show where all the fire exits are on every moon. So to get to the one Experimentation, all you do is just go around this corner here, and you'll go up these stairs. Very simple. The fire exit on Experimentation is pretty much just like an actual, fire exit you would see in a facility in real life, because it has these, it's got the stairs here and whatnot and everything. So here it is, and it just puts us in another spot in the facility, a random spot, might I add, since the facility is randomly generated, which could potentially be... Oh! It's where the goo spawned, okay. Well, we need to find a way to get behind it. Well, okay, I just need to get what's in here. Oh, okay, this is the, oh. Please tell me one of these is on. Oh no, they're both locked. Okay, that's not good. I need a key. Okay, so this is where the slime spawned. Okay, well, shoot. Yeah, the slime is one of those invulnerable monsters. You can't really do anything about it. Okay. So because the day is twice as long, that means the episodes will be twice as long. So instead of 12 minutes, it's 24 minutes. Now, what I could do is if I find this too easy, and if y'all agree with me that it is too easy, like I'm giving myself too much time here, what I could do is, because the way this mod works is that it doesn't affect how long the day is. What it does is it affects the speed of the time, it affects how fast time moves, basically. So it has a default set of 1. That's the game's default time speed, and the mod by default sets it to 0.5. So that increases the day length by 2. Basically, if you understand how mathematics work. Well, let's try and get all the scrap on experimentation. Why don't we? Because since we have a lot of time here, I'll see if I can do it. Here's our flask. Maybe we'll avenge the flask that I lost that other day on the first day. How about that? Okay, so yeah, this is the locker room. There's usually a locker on both sides, but not in this case. There's only one locker on one side this time. I guess one argument in favor of the longer day mod is that it gives more opportunity for more monsters to spawn, but the facility is still limited by the power level. So I guess I gotta explain the power level. The power level is what sets a limit on the number of monsters that can be present at a time. But that doesn't include monsters that have been killed. If you kill a monster, then that frees up the power level for there to be more monsters to spawn. And, okay, I need to watch my back because it's still possible for the Bracken to spawn. The Bracken has a 5% spawn chance on experimentation, so I need to keep that in mind and keep watching my back in case there is one. Now, the funny thing is, my assignment target alone is already worth pretty much the value of all the scrap you normally get on experimentation, like no joke. Not to mention, if I was to get the beehive, that's another 150 credits. So that's already like just my assignment target and the beehive alone would be twice the typical value of all the scrap on experimentation combined. So I guess that's another argument against mods, I suppose. But I don't know how people are going to feel about me using mods. Like, I haven't got any comments about it in the first 3 episodes when I suggested it. But I know there's going to be people who don't agree with me using mods, and I totally understand that, and I totally get that it might prevent some people from enjoying the project if I try to make it more easier for myself, but for me, I see it as just kind of trying to even things out, like just trying to optimize the game better for a single player. That's just how I see it. Okay, I really need my flashlight. I'm going to take some scrap back to the ship. I'm going to... Yeah, it's already 2 p.m. now, so we got 10 more hours in game time. Ooh, got something over there, actually. I'm going to scan these a second here. These are actually scannable right here. These are... Oh. Well, Oh, well, here we go. Roaming locusts. So roaming locusts are one of those ambient creatures, and they are completely harmless. There are completely harmless ambient creatures. Technically, the bees are ambient creatures as well, but they are not, in fact, harmless, obviously. They are quite dangerous. Oh, whoopsie, I have to do this. So you can store your scrap inside this pantry here, just so you have more room on the ship and it's not all cluttered up. Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna charge my flashlight. So what I have to do for this is I have to hold Alt and then press E. Alright, so back to what we were doing. We need to get more scrap. Now, to be fair, this is experimentation. It's a smaller moon, so and the facility is gonna be as small as it possibly could be. So that's another way that it might just be unfair just to use the longer day mod just on experimentation. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think it's going to break the game when it comes to the harder moons, that's for sure. The problem with the facility is that you might forget where you've already been. Let's go through the facility here. Oh, there we go, Spore Lizard. Hello. Alright. So yeah, Spore Lizard, like I said before, perfectly harmless, just stay away from it. The slime, on the other hand, oh, well... We got stuck behind the closed door, so we're good there. Okay, so let's just start by going to the left here. Okay, never mind. I've already explored this area thoroughly. That's right. I just can't... Well, I need to find a key is what I need. I need to get it. I need to get a key in order to get the whatchamacallit, oh, here we go. Alright, we got some new area. Oh, shoot. Oh, here we go. It's very risky to be, like, just, going straight into where the steam is because, oh, here we go. The key to finding the valve is go to the source of the leak. That's what you do. There you go. Our leak is cleared up. Good. Well, I wasted a lot of my pro flashlight battery, so I keep on using it in the rooms where it's still already lit. What the hell, dude? Okay, we got another leak here. Hello. Sorry. Okay, and there's your fourth mod. I don't know if you heard it, but oh. I really don't like just blindly going into the steam because it can get very dangerous, and you'll see why in future days. Hi. I'm sorry, I'll stay away from you. It's not very clear yet, but there's a reason why you should stay away from the hoarding bug. Oh man, I never get tired of that. Oh my god, seriously? You've got my keys. Can I please have those keys? Please? 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 Can I have them? Please? 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 I said please, and you didn't oblige. So this is what happens. Oh boy. I was not expecting that to go as well as it did, because I'm pretty sure most monsters take 4 hits to kill, but I do believe there actually are some things that change when you're in single player mode, and that's one of those things, is that they actually do make it so you can kill the monsters with less hits than it normally would take. So yeah, that's like one way, but that's pretty much it. Otherwise like none of the other settings are different, so you're basically screwed if you're in single player mode. Unless you're just really, really good at this game, which I am not, obviously, because if I was really good at this game, I wouldn't be using mods at all to enhance my gameplay. Okay. Alright, well, that can't be everything though, right? It seems to be. Oh yeah, obviously aside from the apparatus itself, and there's probably other stuff in the room with the apparatus, so I think that is it, actually. I think we've seen the entire facility, which is kind of disappointing. I picked a really bad day to start using the mods because it's not good to use them on Experimentation because, well, Experimentation's already an easy moon. And so, like, there was no... I'm sure people are going to be mad at me for this day, honestly, because, like, yeah, I used the mods and they made this moon too easy, basically. I was expecting more difficult monsters to spawn, though, like the spider, at least. But no, we only got the hoarding bug, the spore lizard, and the slime so far, so it's just not even dangerous. Just no fun. But it's not the game's fault, it's my fault. Okay, we got another tattered sheet here. But how about we up things a notch by taking out the apparatus? So like I said before, taking out the apparatus will cause at least one monster to automatically spawn inside the facility, maybe outside, I'm not entirely sure. I think that doesn't matter because we basically cleared out scrap on Experimentation, like I'm almost certain of that. But one thing I can do, I guess, to make up for is I can force myself to get the beehive. And if I mess up getting the beehive, then I die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But nevertheless, it's time to take all the scrap back to the ship, basically. But at this point, it's 6 p.m., so by now, there's likely going to be outdoor monsters forming. The main dangers outside the facility are eyeless dogs and earth leviathans. Those are the 2 monsters you have to look out for at nighttime in Experimentation. One of the immersive features of this Let's Play, at least I hope it will... Immersive? One of the more immersive aspects of this Let's Play is the fact that my microphone, in addition to being used for this Let's Play, for the LP commentary, is also being used in-game. So, if an eyeless dog is nearby me and I'm commentating, the eyeless dog will hear me talking. Eyeless dogs can hear anything. So, I guess I never properly explained that, actually. Eyeless dogs, they cannot see, obviously, hence the name. They cannot see you at all. Their specialty is sound. And so they can hear anything you do, whether that be you talking, walking, or especially running. Like, that'll especially attract them to you. What you can do, however, is sneak like this by pressing Control. When you're crouched like this and moving, you're not making any noise, and therefore you're safe from the eyeless dog, as you probably saw me do. Like when I did encounter that eyeless dog, and you know what? Let's leave the shovel behind, so we can make one less trip back here. So yeah, that's how you get around eyeless dogs. You have to sneak, basically, which can be a problem if you have other monsters at the same time. So that's the trick there. No sign of eyeless dogs yet. But that's another thing about experimentation. I think actually it's not until 8 p.m. usually that the dangerous monsters start to spawn. And I've already got most of my scrap back in the process, basically. But I'm still going to go for that beehive after we get all this other scrap back. There we go. As you can see, so this V-type engine is worth 124 credits. Typically, a V-type engine is worth around 50 credits. So that's what's really awesome about those assignments, that you can get a lot of credits for just one single item, basically. Although one thing about the assignments I will say is that for some reason, at least from my experience, the ones that involve killing a specific monster, they don't really seem to work, like, ever. Every time I kill the monster that's related to the assignment, nothing happens, and I think there's like some sort of error with the mod or something that causes it to not work. I'm not sure. But either way, I think that's a really handy thing to have, like, in single-player mode. But it's like, even if you're really good in vanilla solo play, you're not going to make it through a lot of quota rotations, basically, unless you get, like, a lot of scrap. So, in the process of... yeah, see, it's already 172, not counting what's inside the cabinet. So I've already got a lot of scrap here. Yeah, I think I got everything on experimentation, so all that's left now is this beehive. Oh, you know what? I need to drop the shovel, because that's not going to be helpful here. Circuit bees are completely invulnerable. Your only way to deal with them is to run away, basically. And I've already taken some damage from the hoarding bug when I killed it, so yeah, if I mess up here, I'm going to die. So, wish me luck. That didn't work. So what you actually have to do is you have to run just past the beehive. Yeah, run just past the beehive close enough that they chase you, and then run back and grab the beehive as you're returning. Okay, here we go, here we go. No! Shit, no! No, damn it! I messed up. Because I got stuck under the ship there. You can see my body flopping around. Oh, God. And here's the last mod. The last mod that I'm using prevents me from losing all my scrap when I die. All the scrap that's on the ship, that is. So if I die on the 3rd day, it doesn't matter. I'm okay. I still get to keep all my scrap that's on the ship. So yeah, I agree. Some of these mods are very controversial, and especially if I'm using them on you know, experimentation of all moons. But on the bright side, I have no reason to return to experimentation. Especially with me adding mods, that moon's gonna be way too easy and just kind of bleh. So I really apologize if you found this episode boring because of my use of mods. Rest assured, I'll be going to harder moons from now on. Aside from the occasional trip to Assurance, but other than that, I'm going to be going to much harder moons starting next episode, because next time, folks, we're going to start visiting the intermediate moons, starting with Offense, which, by the way, is a very rough moon, and I'm going to be going there without flashlights. Yep, no flashlights. So that's going to be rough, but I got to do it. That's my punishment for making experimentation too easy for today. So be it. Anyways, folks, see y'all tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.